Hi there, I'm Barb Owen of HowToGetCreative.com, and I'm here today to show you and tell you about a new class we have at How to Get Creative. So let's just jump in so you can see what this class is all about. The name of the class is How to Embellish a Moon Maiden. Now, the previous class to this one, we learned about creating a Moon Maiden, and that's what this is. So this is the plain Moon Maiden. There's nothing wrong with her. She's just fine the way she is. But she's oh so much more fabulous after she's been embellished and decorated and made oh so much more wonderful with all of her sparkly bits and techniques. And here's another one that you might be able to see even more in the lighter colors. So this is the Moon Maiden embellished, and if nothing else, if you didn't want to actually embellish the Moon Maiden, you can learn all these different techniques for embellishment, and she can actually act as a sampler for your embellishment ideas, or you could just make yourself some little notes and samples of the different embellishment ideas if you liked your Moon Maiden just the way she was. So let's take a look at some of these things, and I'll give you a close-up after that. Some of the things that we're going to learn to do in this class. You're going to learn how to take beads like this. These are seed beads, and how to apply those in different ways, all different kinds of ways, to a surface. And one of the challenges for something like this is that the figure is already stuffed, and so you have to learn kind of how to deal with knots, hiding knots, so that you don't see them on the figure, and how to do that, and how to hide all of your stitching threads and so forth. So we're going to deal with that. We're going to work with sequins. So how to take sequins like this and attach them to the Moon Maiden with beads like this. We're going to work with adding threads that you can't stitch through the fabric like this. This is a flat thread called a ribbon floss, or something like this, which is a pearl cotton, or something like this, which is a gold cord of some kind. None of these can be stitched through the fabric easily because they are just too thick to go through the fabric. So if you want to use these, you have to learn some tricks as to how to use those. What else? We're going to learn I'm going to show you how to take your own ribbons. This is seam binding, and how to custom color it. And not only is it custom colored, but this has sparkle attached to it. So this has some glitter on it. And yeah, and it's permanent, which is really, really fun. So custom color your ribbons so that you can add the custom colored ribbons to your Moon Maiden. So there's custom colored ribbons to go with my Moon Maiden there. Another thing you're going to learn about is how to take jump rings. These are copper jump rings that I've created from just copper wire from the hardware store, and how to use those to attach those to a stuffed figure like this Moon Maiden. I'm going to give you a good close-up of this. So how to attach those straight through the fabric. So that's a jump ring right there that's been added through the fabric, through the stuffed fabric. So we're going to learn how to do that. And let's see what else. So we're going to talk about how to make these custom cords. So you'll learn how to do that. And so we have these. You can make your cord in whatever way you want them to be done. These are done on the sewing machine, but you can see the different colors. So that way you can make your cord go with your color scheme. We're going to talk about different ways to use charms and beads that perhaps these are beads, you have beads that you've made. These are from another class on how to get creative about working with copper wire to create your own beads. Or you can work with charms that you purchase. or little tiny, these are little tiny Christmas jingle bells. So all different kinds of charms and things that you might not think about. These are meant to attach to bracelets. So you can see, like, this is meant to be attached onto a bracelet, but we didn't do that. We just used it in a completely different way. Different kinds of charms, different kinds of things meant for necklaces and so forth. So we'll learn how to do that. Or if you're like me and you have a collection of charms, like all these little goodies, we'll be talking about how to incorporate those into what you might do for your Moon Maiden. And of course, we're going to talk about what kind of thread to use when you're doing all these kinds of hand stitching types of things and beading and so forth. We've got to talk about the right kind of thread. We'll talk about how to use different kinds of trims and how to secure those to the fabric surface. And so that's just a little tip of the iceberg on what we're going to be doing in this class. So I'm going to give you just a little bit of a close-up. So she has charms, she has ribbon attachments, custom cord, different kinds of beading techniques, different kinds of trims, and so forth and so on, and different kinds of charms on both top and bottom of the moon shape. Here's the other one. Again, adding charms, different kinds of fringe techniques, different kinds of edging techniques with beads. This is called a picot edge, how to outline with beads, and so forth. How to couch on trims using beads, more couching with trim, and more custom charms at the bottom. Now, if you're interested in this class, or if you don't even know what How to Get Creative is, you're going to see an iCard that's going to pop up in the right corner, upper right corner of this video. And you can click that. That'll answer your questions about becoming a member of How to Get Creative. If you're already a member, you can click on the link that you're going to see in the lower right-hand corner, which will take you straight to the video if you're already logged into the website. If you're not, you'll need to log in, and then you can go to the class. And yeah, that's it. So that's the newest class that's coming up at HowToGetCreative.com. It's called How to Embellish a Moon Maiden, so you'll learn all different kinds of fun embellishment techniques that you can use on this project and future projects too. So remember to get creative today, because you know it's easy. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in class.